Yo, what up, boys, and welcome back to my singing. No, not welcome back to my singing monsters. Welcome back to another tier list video. But today we are going to be ranking every single island in my singing monsters. So yeah, we've got all islands here, including ones from Dawn of Fire. So yeah, over here, up here, we got the tiers. We got S tier, godlike; A tier, solid; B tier, mid; C tier, below average; and D tier, no. So starting off, we've got the OG, Plant Island. The first of the first, the best of the best. Plant Island, honestly, it's a very solid song. I like Plant Island. I'm going to put it in A tier. Like, the standouts are good, you know, Wubbox, Rare Wubbox, the Wordos, Epic Wubbox, obviously. It's just, I wish some monsters were louder, like Ghast, and I wish Gajoob played more. Other than that, Plant Island is a very solid island. Next, we've got Cold Island. And Cold Island, I'm going to honestly say, is B tier. Cold Island, I think, is pretty mid. I think the Wubbox doesn't fit. The Wubbox is just flat out bad. Rare Wubbox carries. Epic Wubbox is very good. I actually like Epic Wubbox. The Mythical Strombonin goes hard. Grumpire is Grumpire, and the Wordos aren't very good. I don't know why people act like Cold Island has like deep ass lyrics. It really doesn't. So yeah, Cold Island, honestly, B tier, mid. Air Island, I honestly think Air Island is A tier. Air Island is fairly good. The only part I don't like is that the Epic Wubbox isn't very good. Other than that, everything else is fairly good. I really like the Wordos. I really like the Wubbox. Really like the Rare Wubbox. The mythical Gostrich is good. Rebro's good. I just like everything about Air Island. Water Island. In my opinion, Water Island is hella underrated. To which I'm actually going to put Water Island top of A tier. Water Island is actually hella... Actually... I'm actually going to move Plant Island down to B tier. Yeah, that looks about right. Yeah, in my opinion, Water Island is hella underrated. Water Island is so good. Though, like, shout out to the Madman who somehow made all three Wubboxes work on this calm-ass island. Shout out to that mad lad, because he somehow made Wubbox and Epic Wubbox work on Water Island. I didn't know it was possible. Because the Wubbox somehow fits. Rare Wubbox is good. He plays at the end, adds a little nice bit. And then Water Island Epic Wubbox is the best of the natural Wubboxes. No one can tell me any different. Earth Island Epic Wubbox is hella overrated. But we'll get to that when we get to Earth Island. Anglo, I wish was better. But, I mean, Anglo is still a very good monster. As you saw from the reaction video, I absolutely loved Epic Anglo. It's just, I wish Anglo's sound was better. I wish it was a steel pan. But other than that, the Wordos are also very good. And the Ethereal, Geode, Geode's kind of mid. Other than that, Water Island is a very, very solid island. Earth Island. Honestly, I think Earth Island belongs at bottom of A tier. Earth Island, I think, is overplayed as hell. Earth Island is overrated as fuck, in my opinion. I mean, don't get me wrong. The Wubbox is good. Rare Wubbox is good. The Wordos are good. The Ethereal, I wish was louder. The Mythical is iconic. And Epic Wubbox is also good. In my opinion, Earth Island Epic Wubbox is overrated as fuck, in my opinion. But other than that, Earth Island is a very solid island. Okay, Sugarbush Island. This one is kind of weird to rank, because this island literally has not gotten an update since Vivane. And before that, it didn't get an update since it came out. So honestly, I think Sugarbush Island is like C tier. Like, Sugarbush Island isn't the best island, but it's not horrible. Like, it's still kind of fun to listen to every now and again. Especially because Sugar Fox is amazing on that island. And also, I just wish the Sugar Fam were on more islands. Gold Island. Okay. Gold Island is definitely either, like, top of A tier or, like, S tier. You know what? Fuck it. I'm saying Gold Island's S tier. This island, literally every single monster has a part to play on this island. There's not a single monster that does, like, nothing on Gold Island. The Wubbox, okay, I wish Wubbox did more. Rare Wubbox is good. The Epic Wubbox is godly on this island. Also, the seasonals are on this island for some reason. I don't know why, but Jamboree's fire on this island. Gold Island is just overall godly. Ethereal Island. I honestly think Ethereal Island is like middle of A tier. Ethereal Island I think is mid. Because I just don't like the Ethereal Island song that much. I just don't. And also, Wubbox kind of ruins it. Wubbox just is out of place AF. Though there are rumors of Ethereal Island Epic Wubbox dropping, so maybe that could change my opinion. But right now, Ethereal Island's going like middle of A tier. Ethereal Workshop. Do I even need to explain why this island's going in S tier? Ethereal Workshop is goated. Urique, Gadzooks, Vention, Rismith, Bummm, Whale, Pentumbra. There's not like a single monster on this island that doesn't hit. There's not a single monster on this island that's a miss. Except maybe Xur, and even then Xur is like, I don't even know what Xur's supposed to be, but Xur is fire in some cases. Firehaven. Honestly, Firehaven was one of my OG faves. I still like it, I just don't like it as much as I used to. But honestly, I think, well actually, it's not that I don't like it as much as I used to, it's just, like, there's a couple islands that have outclassed it now. But Firehaven is going like A tier. Fire Oasis. Honestly, I don't think Fire Oasis is as good as Firehaven, but I still like it. I still think it's fairly solid. And also, the epic Wubboxes on these two islands go fucking crazy. And this, Bazinga on Firehaven, goated. Shrubble on Fire Oasis fits it very well, just not one of my personal favorites. But yeah, I think these are good spots for the Fire Islands. Okay, next up we got Mythical Island. Honestly, I think Mythical Island's top of A tier. I think Mythical Island is fairly solid. Mythical Island is, like I said, a fairly solid island. It says I don't find myself coming back to listen to it very often. But when I do, I know it's going to be a banger. Standouts like Strombonin, Yostrich, Hehehe, fucking Sporo, Crunchy. They make this island a banger. Okay, now we're getting to one of my personal favorites, Light Island. Light Island is goated. Listen, I was a Light Island lover before Fire Expansion. Okay, I was a Light Island stan before Fire Expansion. I loved Light Island before Fire Expansion. I still continue to love it say Fire one more time, I'm gonna beat myself. Because Light Island, unironically, had the biggest glow up of any MSM island. So honestly, this might be a hot take. Light Island is going at bottom of S tier. I love Light Island. Some of the standouts: Yalmut, Tiawa, Dromedary, the Phosphorin Phlox. Like, they're all so goated. And make this island so much better. Like, if you don't have the Fire Expansion monsters, it might be ass. But with the Fire Expansion monsters, plus the Phosphorin Phlox, this island is goated. Plus other standouts like Sousa, Bloat, Flores, Gob, Fiddlement, for fuck's sake. Okay, Psychic Island. Pre-Fire Expansion, Psychic Island probably would have gone like bottom of C tier. After Fire Expansion, this island's going bottom of A tier. Psychic Island, again, had such a massive glow up. Like, I don't think people understand, Psychic Island needed Fire Expansion just as bad as Light Island did. Like, Psychic Island's song was so bland and boring before Fire Expansion. But after Fire Expansion, and we got, Bisonorous and, I don't know, fucking Bowhead, this island got so much better. Because Bowhead carries his island almost as much as Periscorp does. And the Paranormal, Harriet. I mean, Harriet's a nice addition to, like, the Calm verse. But, like, I don't like Harriet that much, especially compared to the other Paranormal that's after her. It's literally after her on this list. But yeah, honestly, Psychic Island, bottom of A tier, very, very solid island now. Okay, Fairy Island. Fairy Island is probably gonna go top of B tier. I don't know. It's a mixed bag when it comes to Fairy Island. Pre-Fire Expansion, I liked with Fiddle, the Dipsters, all that. Fire Expansion comes around. I still like it. We got my boy Pong Ping. He goes stupid on this island. Krillby goes stupid. Tusky. I wish Tusky kind of did more, I'm not going to lie. But their part is still good. Then we got Owlskew. Owlskew with the bass clarinet. I honestly like them on this island, but I don't like them as much as their minor form. So yeah, honestly, I don't... It's the same case as Mythical Island. I don't find myself coming back to listen to it very often. But when I do, I know it's going to be a banger. Okay, next up, we got Bone Island. Bone Island is like middle of A tier. Bone Island is fairly good. Because pre-Fire Expansion, it was still good. We got the seasonal of Clavavera, which, granted, she didn't do too much, but then again, her sound is also not that big. Then we got the Dipsters. The Dipsters were actually, this was the start of the Dixter. I'm done, bruh. I'm all over the place. This was the start of the Dipster comeback. This is when the Dipsters actually started to get good. And not just take over the entire song for themselves. But yeah, after Fire Expansion, we got Flumox, Incizor, and Gnarls. To which I think they're all fairly good. Even though Incizor makes like one sound, this is by far his best island. Flumox is also fairly good, and Gnarls is also fairly good. I don't know why people say Gnarls is offbeat on this island, because he's really not. Magical Sanctum. This island has not gotten an update in light years, but it's still fairly good. So honestly, I think it's third in S tier, because Magical Sanctum is a fairly good song. I just wish it got updated. So Monster Handlers, please. Okay, best island in the game. Best island in the game right here. Magical Nexus. Magical Nexus is the best island in the game. No one can tell me any different. Because Magical Nexus is so goated, it's not even funny. Like, it brings the calming vibes of Light Island, the percussion of Psychic Island, the melodies of Fairy Island, and the hype aspect of Bone Island. It's basically all four of the magical islands mixed into one island, and it's awesome. Whimsies go hard. The back and forth with Denchas and Hippity Hop go hard. The beat drop with Fiddlement goes hard. There's not a single monster that misses on this island except maybe Bulbo, but also who gives a damn about Bulbo? This is literally the best island in the game. No one can tell me any different. Okay, Seasonal Shanty. I feel like I'm going to get a little bit of hate for this, but Seasonal Shanty is honestly... Seasonal Shanty is honestly bottom of B tier. Because I like Seasonal Shanty. I actually really like Seasonal Shanty. I like its song. Jamboree, one of my personal favorite monsters. I like him because this is like one of the only islands he's on. Justice for Jamboree. All the seasonals, they all have cool sounds. You know, the 5 naturals, Punkleton, Yule, Smoochel, Blabbit, Hula, they all sound good. Gobbledygord is Gobbledygord. Spurret. Huzzah! Whizbang is exploding. Bookworm is like the only percussion on this island. But also, the castle base. The castle base on this island goes crazy. Other than that, that's like some of the only positive things I can actually say about Seasonal Shanty. Other than that, it's kind of mid. Amber Island. Ooh. Honestly, Amber Island is going top of C tier. Like, honestly, I don't like Amber Island. Like, it's the same case as Fairy and Mythical. I don't find myself re-listening to it too many times. Like, honestly, not Fairy. Like, honestly, Amber Island, like, let's address the elephant in the room first off. Fairy Island, bro. Again, I'm all over the place. I need to calm the fuck down. I'm all over the place. Alright, first off, let's address the elephant. Amber Island does an absolutely horrible job at balancing out monsters. Like, there's no reason Bowhead should play for 5 seconds. Meanwhile, Ziggurat is playing for literally half the song. It's the same case with Flugel and Sousa. They don't need to be playing for half the song. Meanwhile, Tusky, Dromedary, like half the Quints play for 5 seconds and then stop. And then that's it, they're done for the song. Like, Amber Island does an absolutely terrible job at balancing out monsters. I mean, the song itself is The song itself is okay. The song itself is, like, decent. Other than that, it's like, I don't know. Okay, Wobbling Island. Wobbling Island is nothing short of S tier. Wobbling Island is fairly good. Because this island is just straight up... like, there's a bunch of monsters with a bunch of different sounds that feel like they should be from a bunch of different islands, all meshed together into one song. And it somehow works. Also, Wubbox is just kind of... they just kind of like Control-C, Control-V'd Wubbox on from Ethereal Island, because it ends literally the exact same way as Ethereal Island. Other than that, this island is goated. Also, Rare Wubbox got his get back on this island after Firehaven. So that's hype. Okay, Celestial Island. Honestly, Celestial Island is new bottom of B tier. Celestial Island is, in my opinion, the definition of the word mid. I mean, Celestial Island song is good. I mean, me being an Atmos, after all, born in December, you know, Atmos, my boy. But honestly, this island doesn't have a whole lot to offer. Like, honestly, the song is kind of bland and basic. I do like the monsters, though. Atmos is good, Plixie's good, Hornicle, Ludwig, Galvana. I do like the island lore-wise. Song-wise, it's not my favorite by any means. Tribal Island. Okay, this might be a hot take. I'm putting Tribal Island bottom of A tier. This song is really good. I actually really like Tribal Island. I think it's criminally underrated. Like, people for some reason just forget about this island when making tier lists. I have no clue why. Because for some reason people just like to forget this island exists. But no, it does. I feel like the only reason people do forget it exists is because the full song is kind of a pain in the ass to get, because you have to have friends. Which most people don't have, unfortunately. I'm sorry, I'm sure my viewers have a lot of friends. But yeah, Tribal Island is just, I don't know, it's good. All the monsters have good parts. Like, all the quads are good. Cybop, the back and forth with Cybop and Corster go hard. Kongle speaks on this island, and it's the only island he's spoken on since it came out. To which, Kongle, you have a beautiful singing voice. The only downside to that is that he gets drowned out by Pom Pom. To which, I'm still waiting for Tribal Island to get an update. In that, I mean, put Mimic on Tribal and Gold Island. But yeah, no, Tribal Island I like. Tribal Island's good. Now we're getting to the Mirror Islands, which this is where it gets kind of iffy. Because the Mirror Islands are just kind of like the same as their main timeline counterparts, just kind of like recomposed. Okay, Mirror Plant. Mirror Plant honestly goes bottom of C tier. Mirror Cold, on the other hand, goes like right here in B tier. Mirror Cold is actually fairly good. Because, in my opinion, this Mirror Cold, hot take, Mirror Cold is better than actual Cold. Because somehow on Mirror Cold, they made the Wubbox not as bad as on normal Cold. Okay, if you thought Mirror Air was going anywhere but D tier, you are just an idiot. Mirror Air is horrendous. I don't know what the hell they were thinking with this. I mean, most of the song's good. And then you get to that one verse where it's just, where, like, Tweedle's verse gets absolutely fucking slaughtered by Wubboxes for some reason. Like, the composers really said, yeah, we got nowhere to put them. Let's just shove Wubbox and Epic Wubbox in one verse. With Tweedle for some reason. But I honestly don't know what the hell they were thinking with Mirror Air. Okay, Mirror Water. Mirror Water honestly goes, like, middle of B tier. Mirror Water is not my favorite, but it's still good. It's still a pretty solid Mirror Island. It's better than most. Mirror Air. It's better than most. But the one thing I feel like they fucked up with the Mirror Islands, at least the Mirror Naturals, is that they tried to separate the Wubboxes instead of actually include them into the song. That's why throughout Mirror Water, just like Wubbox and Epic Wubbox just have random dubstep there's just like a random ass dubstep break in the middle of the song with Cybop for some reason. Cybop of all people. Like, they tried to separate the Wubboxes when they should have been trying to encompass them into the song, like they did with their main timeline counterparts up here. Which is why these ones up here are so good. Okay. Mirror Air. Or... Mirror Air? Are you fucking stupid? This is obviously Mirror Earth. Mirror Earth. Honestly, this island goes... Honestly, just below Mirror Cold, I bottom of A tier. Mirror Earth is actually... I actually like it a lot. Because, again, they actually encompassed the Wubboxes into the song, and it made it fire. Also, they made Humbug audible. What? I didn't even know that was possible. But yeah, they made Dude, I need to stop recording, dude. Because I'm all over the place. I'm calling things different things that they shouldn't be. Okay. They made Humbug audible. And I don't even know what else to say, to be honest. This island is just A tier. Like, they encompassed the Wubboxes into the song instead of separating them like these two did. And then... Oh, no. Oh, no, I'm breaking stuff. Stuff go break. Okay, it's whatever. That's just... Stop it. Okay, there we go. Okay. So they encompass the Wubboxes into the song. Humbug is audible. And carries. So, yeah, Mirror Earth is bottom of A tier. Mirror Light. I don't like it as much as regular light. Honestly, I feel like it feels a lot more bare than normal light. I mean, to be fair, it is a lot more calming than normal Light Island. But honestly, I feel like Mirror Light goes like middle of B tier. Because granted, it is a lot more calming than normal light is now. But I feel like they did the same thing with like Yelma and Dromedary that they did with the Wubboxes. That being, they separated them instead of encompassing them into the song. Which, granted, a remix of Light Island is kind of hard to do, considering Light Island is such a structured song. And if you deviate too much from that structure, the song will just be ass. Like, look at Mirror Air, for example, which is also a very structured song. And they deviated too much from that structure, and look what the hell happened. But honestly, Mirror Light isn't bad. Okay, Mirror Psychic. To be fair, this just goes right next to normal Psychic, because I'm going to be so deadass. These islands are basically the exact same. It's just there's a beginning and an ending verse. These two songs are basically the exact same. But then again, there's also the paranormal, Harriet, which she doesn't add that much, if I'm being honest. She doesn't add that much. Hold on, I need a drink. I'm thirsty as shit. Mirror Psychic, in actuality, is not that different from normal Psychic. Except they added a beginning and an ending verse. And the Mirror Monster, Harriet, the minor form for Harriet, I mean, she doesn't add a whole lot. I mean, she's good, don't get me wrong. It's just, she doesn't add a whole lot to the Psychic Island song. Okay, next, Mirror Fairy. And I actually like Mirror Fairy, yeah, we're gonna put that here. I actually like Mirror Fairy way more than normal Fairy. Because the minor form for Owlskew adds so much to the Fairy Island song. Or at least the Mirror Fairy Island song. Oh, God. And also, yeah, I actually like this remix, because it sounds a lot more angelic than normal Fairy Island. And again, the minor form for Owlskew goes fucking crazy and adds so much percussion to the island. Even though it's not even percussion on Fairy Island, it's fucking horn. Mirror Bone. Honestly, I like what they were trying to do with Mirror Bone. But, I don't know, maybe the Paranormal and the Titan Soul make that better. Because for right now, Mirror Bone is going like back end of B tier. Because Mirror Bone, I like what they were trying to do with it. Also, might I add, just randomly in the middle of the song, the Flog beat drop is crazy. Just randomly in the middle of the song, just wow, just yeah, wow, wow, and then everyone just starts playing again. Like, I don't know what they were trying to do with that, but I kind of love it. And then the end of the song where everything starts slowly building back up, I actually really like that aspect of the song. But just, yeah, I don't know what they were trying to do with that Flog beat drop. It sounds jank as shit. Just hopefully with the Titan Soul and the Paranormal, that gets better. Okay, Plasma Islet. Plasma Islet is like top of A tier. Plasma Islet is a amazing song. I actually love it. Like I've been listening to it a lot more than some of these other islands. Like some of the standouts here, like Whale, Lobe, Eureka, Gadzooks, Blairit, they all go so hard. Like Whale hitting them high notes in the climax of the song. Like, bruh, that goes crazy. Also, not to mention, just the random-ass break where Lobe, Eureka, Nebulob, fucking Blairit just all start going crazy. Like, I feel like most of the song is just, like, you know, supposed to have that, like, ethereal island vibe. But then there's that break in the song to remind you that, like, the triple and quad element ethereals are still highly unstable and could blow up at any moment. Well, maybe not in the pocket dimension, but, like, you get what I mean. Okay, now we're moving into the Dawn of Fire Islands, to which this is where things could get a little weird. Okay, the continent. The continent is S tier. The continent is nothing short of S tier. Not above Nexus. Nexus is godly. But continent is goated. Actually, you know what? Nexus gets its own tier. Nexus is that good. I absolutely adore Nexus. But, yeah, continent is good. You know, the naturals and the fires, they all have their own part to play and make an overall great song. I do like the segment verse with the back and forth with Pom Pom and Psypop. The seasonals, this might be a hot take. I actually like most of the seasonals. Punkleton is good. Yule is kind of mid, but I still like him. Smoochel, I actually like Smoochel. That might be a hot take. I'm like the one person on the planet, or in the MSM community, that can bear young Smoochel, but I like Smoochel on the continent. Blabbit, Blabbit's kind of iffy. I still kind of like him, though. And then Hula, I love Hula. I love Hula. Despite what MPG says, I love Hula. Alright, Party Island, yeah, if you thought Party Island was going anything above D tier, you're wrong. Mirror Air and Party Island are buddies down here. Party Island is so bad. Like, yo, Monster Handlers, do something with the Mythicals aside just leave them on the continent, bruh. Bring the Mythicals to the Outer Islands, because Lord forbid Party Island fucking needs it. Party Island is so bad. Because Party Island is basically Light Island, except if it didn't get the glow up. Like, I feel like halfway through Party Island's production, like halfway through when they were adding the Quints, the Monster Handlers just said, yeah, there's no saving this, and just dipped out. Like, none of the Quints went to Party Island when Party Island needed it. Space Island. With the addition of Bowhead, Space Island... With the addition of Space Island, with the addition of Bowhead, Space Island is high B. Space Island is actually fairly good. I actually fairly like Space Island, especially with Bowhead. Okay, next we got Cloud Island, to which Cloud Island, honestly... Cloud Island is just low B tier, is like middle of B tier. Because I don't like Cloud Island that much. You know, when Tusky got added, Tusky didn't add a whole lot to Cloud Island. But Shelby and Pom Pom and Tiawa and Dromedary, they all go crazy on this island. And also, Krillby's there, even though for some reason Krillby's almost inaudible. Like, Krillby is so fucking quiet on Cloud Island for some reason. But other than that, Cloud Island's like B tier. Okay, Cave Island. If you thought Cave Island was going anywhere than A tier, you're wrong. Cave Island is so good. Especially with Gnarls and Mimic. Cave Island is goated. Like, it literally sounds like a rock song. With Shelby, Riff, Mammoth, Kana, Glowl, Yelmut. They all make this song so good. Especially Gnarls. Maybe not so much Mimic, but especially Gnarls. Okay, now for the final island of the video, we have Starhenge. And if I'm being completely honest, Starhenge is like middle of S tier. Starhenge is actually, wait a minute. Starhenge is like probably top of A tier, to be honest. Not S tier, but top of A tier. Starhenge is fairly good. So much more versatile that, or not versatile. Am I being dead-uz? It's just better than Celestial in every way. Like, Skartar doesn't play for 5 seconds. Like, Skartar sounds completely and utterly different on Starhenge compared to Celestial Island. And also, with the Elder forms, if I see the goat that is Elder Skartar playing the baby track that is Skartar in Celestial Island, I might just cry. But Elder Atmaz is goated. Galvana and Glacier's duet on Starhenge also goes crazy. Blossom goes crazy. Syncopite, Elder Syncopite can duet with any monster in the game. There's just no doubt in my mind. But anyways, boys, this is the final tier list, and in my opinion, the definitive MSM tier list. If your islands are ordered in any other way, you're just wrong. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You can have whatever order you want. I don't care. But anyways, up here at the very, very top in Z tier, we've got Magical Nexus, the best island in the game. No one can tell me any different. This island is goated. But then in S tier, we've got The Continent, Gold Island, Wublin Island, Ethereal Workshop, Magical Sanctum, and Light Island. But yeah, then in A tier, we've got Starhenge, Mythical Island, Plasma Islet, Fire Haven, Cave Island, Water Island, Bone Island, Air Island, Mirror Fairy Island, Ethereal Island, Earth Island, Mirror Cold, Mirror Earth, Psychic, Mirror Psychic, and then Tribal. B tier, Space Island, Fairy Island, Cloud Island, Fire Oasis, Planet Island, Fairy, Mirror Light, Cold, Mirror Bone, Mirror Water, Seasonal Shanty, and Celestial. And then in C tier, we've got Amber Island, Sugarbush Island, and Mirror Plant. And then in D tier, we've got Mirror Air and Party Island, because just no. But yeah, anyways, boys, that's going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't already to make this the best MSM content on the platform, because it's so... I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.